The following program is intended for mature, adult audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. You have been warned.
Welcome back to Flavored Enemy Scourge of Stars. Last we left off, you guys had a brief dalliance in an antechamber just outside the tunnels on the outskirts of the city on Orderdom. And there was mysterious shrine dedicated to higher locks of star. A variety of different buzz droids, others with traits from Sith long ago. And as you guys kind of wrapped up and headed on to get closer to your destination, we had left off with you all spotting two Imperial officers that are currently checking inventory near a lift that leads up into the city. So, as we kind of kick off here, you can see both of the Imperial officers would be human females, they're mid-20s. What would you all do?
Hi, Zora. Don't tell me you're going to try to seduce them. Are you?
Well, Ari, if I didn't know any better, I'd think that was a compliment.
Well,
How about this? I'll distract them, and if it goes wrong and they're about to shoot, do your Mandalorian thing. It'll be fine. Go ahead and watch. He dusts himself off and approaches confidently as if he is supposed to be here.
Oh boy.
Wales thinks he's gonna die.
I don't think he's going to die. If he is, he's not.
10 credits, this doesn't work? Any takers?
This is not supposed to be that. It's not supposed to be an insult, Kaiser, but I don't think he is a woman's type. If what I'm sorry, that sounds very wrong. Anyway. Sure, it's not going to work. 10 credits. Why not?
Right.
So you approach one of the
Yes.
one of the Imperial officers draws her blaster, and the other one looks at you immediately. And just who are you, and what do you think you're doing down there?
I'm an outside contractor. Me and my team were hired to monitor the buzz droids. We had a substation set further into the tunnels. Were you not told?
Identification?
You do not need to see my identification. I'm gonna go ahead and roll a force die.
Do you have this ability?
I do have this ability.
Perfect.
Ozik, this is going bad.
Here's the fun part. I got 2 light side points, which means I could spend it to get 1 of each. So both of them don't need to see my identification.
Yeah. We don't need to see your identification.
Yes, I didn't want to interrupt your work, but there's a problem, and myself and my team have to get through. I'm sorry. I know the badge reader's gone wrong. If you could just show us the way out. I don't want to step on anybody's toes or get any more blasters pointed at me.
Yes. I just need yours and your team's names for the dossier to let the rest of the security force know.
I will let them introduce themselves as they come up. I will go ahead and send a comm, and I just kind of tap my Bluetooth speaker, and you guys get a feedback of like, come forward. My name is Mattis Palone.
And give me that check. You already know which one.
Well, what if Kaiser really believes it? Alright, I have 1 rank in this, and I have 2 cunning.
Also,
1 success. I'm sorry, say that again?
give yourself a boost die since you just shoot the Jedi mind trick.
Okay. That boost die gave me an additional success. So that's 2 successes.
Yeah. Okay. And she writes it down. And you are the next person.
Oh yeah, sure thing.
Ooh, sorry. After you.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Ehrlich.
You have a surname.
Oh, my apologies. Ehrlich Jones.
Go ahead and give me a deception check.
Kaiser's standing behind him, just grabbing the bridge of his nose as soon as he hears the last name of Jones.
So that is 3 successes, 3 advantage.
Oh, well. Welcome to Seep.
Absolute,
And
absolute pleasure. Thanks so much.
next, you, Mandalorian.
Oh, well, the common populace calls me, well, Anita P.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Said Anita P.
Go ahead and give me a deception check.
Of course.
I'll join Kaiser with those fingers on the nose.
Wait, he's gesturing at Resh to do the Wookiee noise?
Alright, deception. One
Do we,
advantage.
do we have light side, dark side points to give her a proficiency?
I don't know, do you have a pool set up?
We do not have a pool set up.
Usually it's the party that rolls the pool, so...
Do you want me to explain how this works for everybody?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
So, this pool is called light side, dark side. Essentially what it is, you're supposed to kind of flip these coins. We get to flip the light side, and we can make something cool happen, or we can upgrade the proficiency of somebody making a check. But by flipping those, we give the DM dark side points, which he can use to upgrade the difficulty or make bad things happen. How we determine the pools at the beginning of the session, we all roll a force die, and we tell them the results. Each player rolls 1, unless you have a higher force rating than 1, in which case you roll your force rating, but that doesn't matter right now. So, if for example we get somebody with 2 dark side, like that's 2 dark side points that he just starts with, and it's whatever we roll. So, yeah, I would go ahead and roll a force die if you got it, and then wait for the DM to tell us when he's ready.
The force dies the which one now?
The white one.
Alright.
Cool.
So do we want to risk it? Is the question.
The way I play it is you have the option to either have or not have the force die pool at the beginning of each session. So, are you guys choosing to have the force die pool or not for this session?
I say sure, why not?
I'm for it.
Yeah. Well,
All right. Well, I got 2 light side for our pool.
You got 2, that's 4. How many did you get? How many did you get on it?
1 dark side.
All right. And Ari,
light side?
1 light side.
Yeah.
You guys got 5 light sides and 1 dark side.
Woo!
I think we should flip one of those light side points right away and have Ari just roll her deception check again, but only with one of her green dice replaced by a yellow, is how that works. I mean, we
Okay.
should have done it before the roll, but we didn't know this.
That doesn't give me all the dark side points.
Okay. 2 success.
So, are you guys using that?
Yeah, I think that, I mean, it's better than the 1 advantage to whatever.
Now, what's your roll, Ari?
See here. 1 advantage, 2 success. In total. So from the green die I just rolled advantage.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You're listed, and right up here, lift. Is this your muscle?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So while everybody went ahead of me, I took off my translator because it's always better if people don't understand me. And in Wookiee, I'm gonna say my name is Gresh.
You, Brute, do you have a name? I don't speak Wookiee. What's the Brute saying?
His name is Gresh.
Go ahead and make a deception check. You can get a boost die from Resh.
Hell yeah. Okay, 1 is success, 2 advantages.
Yeah. Cute name for a cute pet. Okay. Right through.
Thank you so much.
And he hits the buzzer on the lift and starts you guys up into the city.
Rush is gonna put his translator back on.
Are we alone in the elevator?
You are.
I can't believe I got them with that. That was so juvenile of me.
Anita P?
Yes,
Really?
Izor. Yes.
Are you serious?
Did you make
Yeah,
a bet?
I like to have a little bit of fun sometimes.
That
This
was...
This isn't a fun mission.
Why can't it be? Come on.
I will grant you, juvenile was criffing hilarious. It was funny. And Reshk, thank you for taking your translator off. I did not want to have to explain how I have a Wookiee doctor.
Yeah,
Ugh,
it's better when people just don't understand what you're saying.
You're not a pet, Reshk.
Thank you. I almost did punch her.
Trust me, there's time for punching Imperials for later. Let's just get out of this facility ASAP and figure out where we are.
All right. So you guys are kind of riding the lift up, and as you reach back into the sunlight, you can see the city of Orderdama on the planet of Order. And yes, the city's name is Order. As you reach up into there, you are on a street corner with this lift, and to your left, you can see the street going further into a stretch of long and tall buildings. Looks to be like these large multi-family buildings. And then to your right, you can see the same. Down the street in front of you, you can see the shops built into the bottom floors. And you can see the neon signs with different names of different businesses, including restaurants, bars, goods stores, mechanics parts, tools. But you do not see anything selling any kind of weapons of any kind. And then at the end, you can see the stairs leading up to the Capitol building, which are being heavily guarded by Imperials. You can see that there are 3 AT-AT walkers situated by the Capitol building. And you can also see that there are, just in your field of view, about 60 stormtroopers. And you'd say probably about 10 Imperial officers, just in your field of view alone. Based off of the instructions that you were given, going down the road to your right and wrapping around, you should reach where the impound is, where the actual fighters and starfighters and such are, and then past the Capitol building and around it is where the relay tower is on the left hand side. So either way, you'll have to pass in front of the Capitol building after dealing with one of the other targets.
There's like a lot of Imperials just kind of like hanging around, so like there's not a great way to have a private conversation.
Not out here in the open. There are, like I said, plenty of shops and stores and restaurants.
Zor, how about we go for a drink?
Matches. No, I'm sorry, patches. Patches below. No, it's matches. Matches. I always screw it up. Doesn't matter. Come on. I think it's matches. Pretty sure it's matches. It's just important we remember the fake names. I mean, real, decent names. Just looked around, paranoid. Sorry. Yeah, let's get out of, find somewhere quiet.
So you can see that there is a shop that sells kind of like mechanical parts, goods, and stuff like that. There's a shop that sells trade goods and like supplies for the home. There's a shop that sells different kind of like clothing and such. And then there are 2 restaurants one that looks a little bit on the higher end, and one that looks just like a greasy diner kind of feel. And then there are 3 total bars, all on the street. One looks to be like a high-end sit on the patio kind of bar. The other one looks to be like a nightclub that's currently closed. And the final one looks to be kind of like a hole-in-the-wall dive bar nearest the Capitol.
Wait.
Dive bar? Anyone? Dive bar?
It's awfully close to the Capitol building. There could be plenty of sympathizers there.
Right, but they may also know a way around. You could have a back door, something like that.
Point also. I'm not going to lie.
Great. Sure, we can find a table. Once we get somewhere private, we can talk more comfortably.
Sounds good.
So yeah, dive bar it is then.
So you guys start making your way towards the dive bar. If you could you all each give me a vigilance check? Then I would like you to add up the total number of successes. So make sure you downgrade your advantages or triumphs.
1 success and 1 triumph.
So make sure to back down to successes.
Okay, so just 1 success.
No. So you dial them down, so your advantage becomes 2 successes.
Oh,
Becomes 3
okay. Okay, now that makes sense. All right.
Okay, so wait. So an advantage is worth 2 successes?
No, it's just 1 for 1.
Okay. I was gonna say
And
if
this-
I have 7 successes. That's a little. Yeah. Okay. So four successes. 4 successes.
5 for me.
And 3 for me.
Hazard?
3 successes and the triumph?
So that becomes 3.
Okay.
So for a total of 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So between all of you guys, you all able to spot these things. 1, there is a particularly infamous fire spray patrol ship that is currently docked not too far away, and someone in Beskar sitting right outside, just dangling feet on the edge of the landing platform. 2, you're able to spot that it looks like there are 2 Inquisitors nearest the top of the stairs of the Capitol building. One you can tell is the one that you all had encountered briefly before, and the other looks to have like a high-backed black collar and long cape, black armor, and has a darker complexion and kind of this electric lightning bolt style scar on the side of the head. So you see them 2 nearest the top of the stairs, and then the one individual in Beskar off on the landing platform nearest where the impound is. By the time that you guys get into the dive bar, you have noted all these things. For your knowledge, since she did give it to you previously, the one individual at the Inquisitor that you guys had encountered previously before is the 4th sister.
I make a underworld check to know who the individual is.
Alright, can you say it again?
Can I make a underworld check to identify the individual by the hangers?
Yeah, you made an underworld check.
Figure that would be most appropriate. And that is 3 successes and an advantage.
Okay. So the individual with the fire spray ship nearest the actual hangars, kind of sitting up there. You've heard of him, but you're not really sure what his name is. You know that he works for the Empire as one of its premier bounty hunters. And things usually end up incinerated whenever, or incinerated or disintegrated whenever he's on.
And he's over by the hangars, correct?
And like I said, once you all kind of get collectively into the dive bar, you see that there is a Feline behind the counter in the bar, and you see mostly devlicks in here with you all as well. But there is a feline behind the counter.
Male, female?
As female. Female feline, probably middle-aged, yes.
Is this kind of a seat yourself establishment?
It's kind of like just to grab a chair wherever you can.
Okay.
You know, so there's plenty of spots to sit. It's not too busy.
But the chair's hold. I'll run down.
Get us some drinks. You guys take a table. Keep your voices down. And remember, matches. I approach the feline at the bar.
What can I get for you?
Kaiser pulls out his cred stick. Do we like wine for me? Guess whatever you've got domestic for my two friends there, and a water as well. So 2 domestics, wine, water.
Be 12 credits.
My pleasure.
Glorious day to be part of the Empire.
Oh, very much so. Strength and unity and all that. Can I roll a vigilance check to see if she's lying to me? Or, no, is it discipline?
What are you trying to ascertain?
If she's lying.
She's lying?
Yeah. Like, or if she's, like, actually, like, super patriotic. Because that seemed really weird to just do that in the middle of the dive bar. But I don't know. I could be wrong.
Let's say, let's call it perception.
No ranks in that. But oh well. Do I have that skill? No, I don't think I do yet. Never mind. I have a thing where I make it hard for people to lie to me, but I don't have it yet. 1 success, 2 advantage.
Yeah, she's definitely being sarcastic.
Oh. Yes, well, glorious overlords and all that. Your name?
I haven't gone by a name in many years. You can just call me Keep.
Keep, matches. Thank you. And, here. And he rounds it up to 15 credits. On me. Thank you for your service. And, if you know anybody if you see any of our wonderful, esteemed governants walk on in, do try to let me know before they get close to my table.
Well, I will say that Imperials drink free tomorrow night.
Oh, perfect. They pay their soldiers like shit, so they shouldn't be coming in. Okay. Thank you so much. And, Kaiser puts BD down. BD, carry the tray. Alright, let's go!
Yes, thank you. Along with him, shakes metal.
Oh, I forgot you were standing behind me. How did I forget a Mandalorian was standing behind me?
Looks like you're getting comfortable. I'm the first one that...
Well, you haven't shot me yet. And I know you've been tempted.
More than one.
See, it's
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Can you repeat that?
More than once, of course.
it's
Oh, DM, your mic is out.
enjoy your drinks. She goes back to cleaning.
Thank you so much. Okay, Reshk, Ozik, I got you a couple of domestics. Ari, I hope you don't find this offensive, but you said you don't drink, so I got you a water. Plus, I'm curious to see if you'll actually take your helmet off.
Well, I will take it off. Just... No. I really don't.
Oh,
Maybe not here. So I'll...
relax. Okay. So, I was thinking about it in the tunnels. The whole, like, telling people that there's a Mandalorian going crazy is crazy. If we're going to be bringing a Mandalorian into the impound lot, where all these Krevliks are supposed to be kind of... There's gonna be some running to the spaceport. It's just obvious. And we saw...
Point.
It just seems unnecessary to provoke them, unless, that other best card fellow might be considered to open the negotiation? How does that work, Ari?
It's not exactly that simple.
And that one
It's
is
more like...
that one's not really one you negotiate with much.
And that's what I picked up from Simple Plans.
Okay.
Other than that, he has quite a large ship that's infamous for I mean, by the looks of it, it has deadly weapons. That I couldn't tell anything. I'm not sure. Not sure a cutlass or something.
Well, my thought process, as opposed to going with the whole Mandalorian bounty idea, here's my premise. I've received credible information that the Empire intends to run a false flag campaign, sorry. Essentially, they are going to stage a terrorist attack at the relay tower. And once that has happened, the natives, the Devlics, will be blamed for it and quarantined in. We're trying to get as many people out before that quarantine hits or that tower blows as humanly possible. We have to find some people around this town that can move a lot of people very fast without the Imperials noticing. So that means we have to find somebody who moves things illegally already.
Well, don't we have one of those people with us right here at the stable? Come on, Oscar. I know you have some experience with that.
That is true. Did you get any sort of feelings from the bartender? Which way she lies?
Not with the Empire. That's fairly obvious, but one dive bar right next to the capital, I feel uncomfortable revealing everything, but I was just seeing if anybody knew anybody planet side first before we talked to the first anti-Imperial bartender we ran into.
You're sure that she's anti-Imperial, right?
Fairly confident. I've been wrong before.
I'm gonna put my drink down and abruptly get up and walk up towards the bartender.
Can I help you?
Maybe. Did you say something about Imperial's drink-free night?
Oh, yes. That's tomorrow.
That seems odd. I'm getting the idea that, being this close to the capital and all, probably makes sense business-wise, but, I don't know, this being your bar and everything, I'm assuming. Why would you do that for them?
Those Imperials don't get paid very much, so we like to bar for the prince that we can all get together at one location, all the same.
How many usually show up for this? Is it the first time you've done this, or?
Well, you know, all the forces that are here. That's 6.
Okay.
Well, until the 2 visitors, well, 2 bounty.
2 bounty hunters?
Yes, they just recently came in. Facing down some rebels. So,
Wow. See. I mean, you wouldn't really know any rebels here in town, would you?
no any rebels in town.
Can I make a charm check?
I feel like if there were rebels, they would all be outside.
Can I make a charm check to try to persuade her?
Yeah, sure.
If it matters, I do remove 2 setback dice.
10 credit says he comes back with a success, Ari.
Or to bet on someone who has had some blunders.
So I got 4 successes and an advantage.
You lost money to him already, didn't you? Never bet against me, Ari. You'll never make that mistake twice.
I would say I feel like a lot of the citizens are unaddressed in their complaints with the current time. And, you know, they meet together to discuss these grievances. Like,
Do you know where these usually happen?
they get together and near the western part.
Huh.
See, areas, well, they don't really enjoy. So it makes the quiet bit.
Oh, makes sense. Oh, I thank you for all the information. You've been so wonderful to talk with.
Glorious empire to live on.
Yep. I'll make my way back to the table.
How'd it go, was it?
So, it seems that all the Imperials will be here tomorrow night for their free drinks, all of them. And also, it seems that the townsfolk meet on the west side of town nightly to discuss their sort of issues in town. So it sounds like we can make our way over there tonight, let them know how we're going to get them out of town, and use tomorrow's free drink night here to lessen the number of forces in our way.
I don't believe we have that kind of timetable, if I'm not mistaken. I thought it had to be today. Am I wrong?
That's the impression that I got as well.
Well,
In fact,
just waiting for the tower to go down. I mean, they've got the army ready, so the sooner the better. But if we can't get it down, I'm sure they're okay with waiting.
If the options are waning or fighting all those troops, I think they'll understand waiting.
And I will have a correction. There are Inquisitors in town. I doubt even free drinks is going to get all the stormtroopers off duty here. It just doesn't seem likely. I would be surprised if anybody got any sleep on their side.
Door swings wildly open.
Son of a...
You hear the sound of Beskar boots hitting the ground. As you
Play
see
nice.
this is the air pressure on her.
black Beskar with a red visor and mounted on her shoulder is an E-web. Got like a side cloak on, and he walks directly towards you guys. What do y'all do? Y'all can make me an underworld check to see if y'all know who this is.
Would Outer Rim count as well?
No, underworld.
Okay.
Success and an advantage?
Ari, you can take a boost die.
Okay. So, 2 successes and an advantage.
1 success, 2 advantage.
Three successes, 1 advantage.
So
Wait,
you,
did I say 2 successes or 3 successes? I got 3
2.
successes.
Oh,
I got
nice.
he doesn't have a name that he goes by, but he has the title. He's known as the Smuggler. And he pulls up a seat, kind of turns it around to where the back of the chair is facing the table, and sits in it.
So,
So, new to town.
Yes, we were in system when we were told to land planetside, and while things are locked down. Magus Palone. Pleasure to meet you.
Go ahead and roll a deception check again.
Okay, 2 successes, 1 advantage.
Yeah, and I'm the Emperor. So, tell me, how much is it worth? How much is it worth to you all for your anonymity?
Visor kind of eyes the table. I find that we are lacking in liquid assets, but we are a talented bunch. Mayhaps an offering of a favor for a quiet T-shaped visor, as it were.
I'm going to look up from my drink that I was probably just staring at the whole time, wondering what to do. I'm just going to turn to him, extend my hand out. Bot 2. I pilot the Eclipse. Been dealing in export out of Ryloth for a number of years now. It's an absolute pleasure.
Do some work for a mutual friend of mine. Or a mutual friend of ours.
Which one?
No, seeing rude.
Yes. Big gamblers, those Haxions, but they pay well.
Sure do. And who might you be, princess? Looks over at you, Ari.
No. Me?
Yeah, you.
Gardushne Malalor. Or your worst nightmare. Go.
Cute.
Oh, sounds like a threat. I told her you don't threaten Mandalorians. It doesn't work. She should know that.
Oh, we're just playing Kaiser. Don't worry.
I always worry.
I know I've been quite reckless with the, let's see here,
Yeah,
just over a day or 2 I've been with you, and I want you to know that's not exactly all I'm about.
And it's matches, Ari.
Oh, yes, match.
Chris. Amateurs.
Oh, you all are excellent.
It's just an for him.
One of us are. Actually, 2.
Ari as Kaizor, right? Is that it? You here on bounty?
No. I'm not here on bounty.
Well,
I
that-
was here on bounty, but the...
Circumstances changed.
How do I say this? Yes.
You could say, in a way, I was responsible for negotiating a dispute with the contractor. Or contractee. I believe you're the contractor. Sorry, the legal jargon. So you were saying helping a mutual friend of ours?
just so happens I'm here on bounty myself.
Who might you be looking for, handsome?
Well,
Either's making a gag face.
there is a pretty large bounty on a particular period. Now, once I have her, I can get out of here. But I'll be honest. I've got probably the fastest ship in the galaxy, but taking her down is a little more than a one-man job. If I could enlist your help, not only would I be hush about your deals, but I'll lend a hand taking care of what it is you. I mean, and you see him turn, and Ari, you can see the rings of the lights behind his visor. Realize that he's been looking through all of your guys' bags and everything. I have a good feeling that you heard this.
Well, I believe we did have a bit of spare time. May we begin immediately?
And we'll have to watch out for my competition here. He's still been sitting up in his perch, reading.
Is he also here for the same bounty?
Yeah, wait for her to be alone. You up with this? I'll help you blow up whatever.
We don't exactly need help, but dash like a bonus.
Plus, I have a feeling that what it is I'm gonna ask you, I'll decent distraction. You guys see that lizard on your brain?
Which one?
The one with the fashionable cape. Or the woman? God, she dresses like a sack of potatoes.
I'm gonna be taking it. You all ready?
The fourth sister?
Yeah.
If you've got a plan, let's hear it.
Simple. All I need to do is grab. And he produces the e-web on his shoulder. I have her wired to stun. Still firing the rounds.
Well, the last
She should.
the last time we encountered her, she threw a ship at us.
Threw it at her first. Let's not forget that part. But yeah, she did throw it back.
Well, she was.
Resh is now looking around concerned like she did what?
If you're sure you can hold her,
Yeah, once I have her on the ship.
I assume you want us to play the part of distraction?
Yeah, and if you've already had an encounter with her, all I need you to do is get her attention, engage in a little bit of a fight while I can lay up the shot, knock her out. Then I'll get her back to the Falcon.
What do you think, everybody? I think this is still what we need to accomplish.
He threw a ship?
She did, but I threw it first. That's the important part. Well, BD
It wasn't
threw it
exactly
first.
throwing. Fine, but yes, yes.
Resh will explain later. Are we all in agreement then? I don't want to speak for all of us.
Let's go.
Choice.
Oh, you definitely have a choice, Resh. But
All bad ones.
yeah,
Well, I suppose we should begin as soon as possible.
He looks directly at you, Kaizor. I feel like you getting up in her face, that weapon of yours, would garner enough attention.
Sounds like a good way to get my head lopped off, yes. I don't know how to use the damn thing. I just found it.
Well, what better way to learn than hopping into the fire?
literally thousands of better ways. There's droids that can teach you how to fight. Self-defense class. There's 1,000. Mandalorians, right, okay, yes. Cultural perspective, sure, whatever. I can make some hoity-toity Jedi speech and flash my light stick around. But please, I like looking at Ozik and Ari. Make sure she doesn't kill me.
That can be arranged.
Worst case scenario, we'll take care of your body.
Doesn't make me feel better. Fine, let's
Best
go.
I can offer.
Also, you really do sound optimistic about this.
I will. I'll be up in the up on top of the buildings, laying up the shop. As soon as she is anybody else, I'll be able to have that shot. Get her to come out in the middle of the street. She'll want to take you on one.
Well, let's figure out a way to get her attention.
Hold on. Before you leave, is the bounty for her body or for her mind?
Alive.
Well, that makes this really exciting.
Should be. Yeah. Feel free
Yes.
to keep Moss Espo when this is all done. Challenge you all to a game of spot.
Oh, yes, and then take my credits too. Fine, sure.
There you go. You already know.
Speaking of credits, who do I owe 10 credits to?
I believe I won. Oh, right, Ari didn't take that bet.
I didn't.
10 credits.
Anyway, I guess we have to figure out something smart here. How do we get her attention without getting 50 Imperials on our butts and blowing our cover? How do we do that?
I imagine.
Well,
I,
we could pull some strings with the bartender, possibly get some of those troops to file in a day early.
That's an option. Ozik, what were you
yeah,
trying to say?
I imagine once she sees you and hears what you're saying, and more importantly, sees what you're wielding, she will probably command all the other troops not to get involved. It's a gamble, but it's kind of how they operate.
Okay. So, we have to get this done. I have a stupid idea. How tall are the buildings around here? Yes.
They're up.
So, here's an idea. We could probably, if there's like some sort of viewing platform or something, I can go on a rambly mess, start flashing my weapon around, and from a lower building, well, we could have our good friend on a higher building, and I try to go through some sort of public balcony or something, draw her there, make it a hostage situation. Obviously, I'm not going to take anybody, but I'll make them think that, and then can you three wait and cover my ass?
Definitely an option. Not the one I've ever.
Well, here's the other point of Ari, you might be the best option of just being in there because you've got a jetpack. I also have a way down from certain heights. He pulls out his blaster and you can see like there's a little grapnel attachment. So I can get down when things finally hit the fan. In worst case scenario, I've ridden piggyback as it was before, and I'm not worried about ruining these clothes. I have a spare set. So,
Well, isn't that great, Kaiser? Now, your plan seems alright, I guess, but still, I don't see how waving the lightsaber, whatever the hell that weapon might be, some primitive version of it, I'm not sure. However, it's going to draw away much. Civilians will come try to kill you for that weapon. It's worth so much money.
well, you have to see my crazy man act. We'll see what happens. Trust me, I'm probably dangerous to approach while I have this thing out here. I am certainly no expert.
All I'm saying is one slug to the chest, and, well, since you can't exactly block those by reflecting them,
I-
you're a
and why-
dead man.
Why do you think I have a beautiful Mando and big, black, masculine armor? Come on, be my knight in shining armor.
And to fill me in on what the plan is, how many nice.
Yes, we will find a location that's appropriate and let you know where to set up.
Here's my comm freak.
BD, take it down.
Oh, yeah, sure thing.
Thank you, BD. I hate this. I love being the center of attention, but I hate this. It's not even for my fashion sense, it's because of the whole stupid Jedi thing. I'm not a Jedi, by the way. I just want to make that very clear.
You really do make that hard to believe whenever you say that.
I don't have the time to get into it. I'm about to go risk my life dueling somebody who knows how to use a lightsaber.
Yes, I didn't ask enough questions. She was wanted alive, but how about, you see, injured? She would
I think-
be easier to take.
I mean, I don't think anybody needs her hand, if that's what you're asking. Just make sure she's alive for the shot.
Not what I'm saying. I'm suggesting that instead of you waving your thing around and you dueling her, is what happens is you go on the ledge, look out, whatever. You wave your little light stick around, and then she'll jump up here or get up here in get up there in some sort of fashion. And then all you have to do is swing down, and then I can handle all the fighting there. Possibly wounding her. And while we wound her, we can bind her up, stun her, do whatever we want to her, as long as she stays alive. I've got plenty of slugs that I can shoot at her, using some of my wrist attachments, but I can also set her on fire. There's plenty of ways that I can keep her alive, yet make it hard for her to hurt us. I don't exactly trust.
Trust me, I don't trust me with this either. But this is our option. And don't worry about it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Kaizor,
Yes,
there's a safe word, and it's pickles.
Griff. Wonderful.
If you feel like you're getting absolute Griff beaten out of you, pickles.
I'll work it into the rant. I'll keep my comms open. Let's find a place and find a way for you guys to post up and help me in case this goes poorly.
I can be anywhere, my mode of transportation, but, well, I'm not sure about the Wookiee. Or Ozic, for that matter.
Well, my plan is to stay on the ground with eyes on everything going on.
So you're just going to sit there with binoculars looking at all the traumatic shit happen right in front of you?
I
Well,
think I need binoculars to see up on a rooftop.
That's okay. No, that's good to have somebody on the ground in case we don't get the response that we want, or we get the wrong Inquisitor. Oh God, we can get the wrong Inquisitor. Oh, I hate this plan. I hate it.
I think we're overcomplicating things. We're not here. We're not here to
Right.
fight her. Any actual fight with her means we all die. We're here to distract her until the bigger, better Mandalorian takes its shot.
I'm not sure about better.
You are to do nothing, Ari, unless things go sideways. In which case,
Guys, I just want to throw out a quick proposal.
Go
So we don't have to technically go along with his plan.
that is also true.
Because the way I see it is, all he's got on us is why we're here. Whereas if we go out there and make a huge scene, we're just going to do that for him.
It's going to be me, and I've got
So
I don't have prosthetics per se, but I can disguise myself a little bit to where I shouldn't be recognized. I brought a spare outfit.
now we're just trying to get her attention, right? We don't have to get the entire army on our asses, correct?
Yes, but how do we get her attention without getting the entire army on our ass?
I mean, you could just walk out there and insult her.
I don't think I'm going to get that close to Inquisitors with 2 lightsabers in my pack.
Well-
Not without...
Kaiser, you could. Now, probably shouldn't be saying this, but you seem to have some sort of connection with, you know.
Yes, I do, Ari.
So couldn't you use that to get her attention somehow?
Like you did with the officers down below.
Not usually something that I can do at a distance, but let's find a good location, and I can try. It's probably not going to work.
Consider it a better plan than waving your lightsaber around and getting her attention otherwise.
It is marginally better. It is marginally better.
I still like the just insulting her part. I feel like that'll get her riled
I
up.
know.
If I had her private comm number, I would do it
Private
myself.
Private
But I
con
don't.
number,
Well-
walk out on the street and use that big mouth of yours. That's all it takes.
Not with an Imperial garrison. Remember that. I have to just get her, not the whole damn thing.
That's why you make it personal.
No, I think Ari's right.
Oh,
I
boy,
don't
that's
know if
something I want.
Mandalorians have good ideas sometimes. Let's try it. Worst case scenario, we can try nightstick wavy crazy guy thing. Okay?
Let's go.
So where do you guys all go?
So I think we're gonna find like I don't want to go to the same park where like those people meet up on the west side of town, but I do think we should go on the west side of town and like find an open area that gives him plenty of places to perch up and be subtle.
Okay. You make me a skullduggery check, and you can get a boost die from anyone who has a proficiency in skullduggery. You can gain an additional boost die for each rank in skullduggery that they have. So, Ozzy, do you have any ranks in skullduggery?
I do not, but it is a career skill.
Ari, do you have any ranks?
I don't have any ranks in skullduggery.
And you, so it's just your skullduggery check.
Okay.
Good luck.
Oh god. I'm gonna go ahead and flip a point because I don't have any ranks in skullduggery.
That's good.
What's that put us down to 3?
I believe we were 5-2, and then we used one right away, so we're 4. Yes, you're right. It's 3. Oh god, he has 4 dark side points. 1 success, 1 advantage. Oh wait, nobody had any blue die, so never mind. We're good. Oh, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. It's 2 success, 1 advantage.
All right. You find a about 60-foot wide lane with 2 buildings on either side, about half a mile high, and it boxes at the end, so it turns into this big old U with a dead end behind you. And it looks like from this point you can actually see there is a lip where your grappling, where your grapple can actually connect to that.
Beautiful. All right. I'll keep my
Just a heads up, Resh is going to stay within eyesight, but a little farther back in case somebody gets injured.
Yes. You guys find a spot to post up. I should be able to get up with the grapnel, and then if things are popping off, I'll have my comms open. If we hear the word pickles, things have gone to shit.
Why don't you use the grappling hook as your escape?
Because it only goes up and down, and it gets me to a lip. I can pull myself up, but I don't know what's in there. We'll see what happens.
If you're in the dead end, lead her into the dead end. And once you feel that, she's too close to you, get out of dodge, and our man can take the shot.
Okay. Let's try. Like I said, there's no guarantee that this force thing's gonna work. we don't have that much time to spare on it. So, go ahead, give me some space, and let me try.
All right. What do y'all do now?
Gonna walk away from Kai's fly up to the nearest building that isn't made of any sort of see-through material, and perch up there with the reciprocating quad blaster ready to fire.
Okay. Does anyone give the coordinates to the smuggler?
I will. Yeah, I will send over the coordinates and let them know that there's plenty of space for them to perch up on.
So you open up a comm frequency with the smuggler?
I think I'm the only one with a long-range communicator.
Yeah.
So, yes, here are the coordinates. I'll be baiting her down an alley. It should be a perfect kill box. I should be able to get out of there. And, don't worry, we've told Armando no fire weapons. Though that reciprocator she's got, God, I hope she doesn't have to use it. We're ready.
All right.
I'll let you know if she arrives.
Yeah. I'll see you soon. Tell Princess to watch.
Izor specifically doesn't tell Ari that. He takes a seat at the end of the alley. He feels comfortable surrounded by Duracrete. This is a city. This is his domain. This Force stuff is new, and he doesn't like it. But he tries his best to imagine that he's putting up some sort of siren or song almost emotionally through the Force.
Sit there, meditating, setting out this mental signal, and you feel strangely comfortable, reminded of home. You feel that youthful connection to who you once were, and right as you open your eyes, coming out of that brief but quiet, serene meditation, you see the black was Kaiser. No,
Riff, I got the wrong one, didn't I?
you were looking for the fourth sister, and I would everybody. So, for all of you guys, since you were put in the trap, it's going to be your cunning, vigilance, and then fourth sister is going to be rolling.
I just need to be clear. This is the fourth sister, or it's not the fourth sister?
Alright, so remember, for initiative, you're converting everything to successes again. So advantages are 2, triumphs are 3. You add up your total, and that gives you. Watch how I do it with my name here. See, I added the parentheses 5. That way I can keep track of initiative work. Hey, nice initiatives, everybody. Guys, tell me you rolled 5.
No, I rolled a 2.
Oof.
Yeah. Even with my new Force ability, I got nothing but dark side, so I was like, I'm not gonna use it. I'm just gonna get murdered. It's fine.
Alrighty. So
I got 6.
So, alright. I would like for you first to roll me a perception.
Alright. Okay. 1 advantage.
Okay. So you see the smuggler just sitting and relaxing on the rooftop. Has not even armed any of his weapons. Take back. It's your turn. What are you doing?
This isn't the fourth sister, right?
This is the fourth sister.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Okay.
The one in the black, the other Inquisitor who was here was not wearing armor. He was wearing the black high collar robes.
Okay.
Was dark skinned.
Okay. This is a hard choice. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, if the combat hasn't started yet, see if you could get that smuggler to get his damn gun set up.
True. I'm going to start a link to the smuggler. Hello.
What you doing?
Gonna start like a communications channel with the smuggler.
Okay.
Hello.
Ah, yeah. What's going
Sleeping on the job, pretty boy. Look,
on? Yeah.
the fourth sister's right there, and you haven't readied a single weapon yet. Get to it, snap, chip.
Yeah. Let me get set, princess. I got no. And you see him get up and lay out his e-web.
Sufficient enough for me.
You still have your act.
Are there any like ladders or anything nearby that?
There are the stairs on the back of the building, where you can get up to the roof where he's at, or you can head straight across the street to where the back of Fourth Sister.
All right. Is there any way I could get closer to? Is there any way I could get closer to Kaizor?
I mean, Kaizor is kind of nestled in the back of that alleyway. You'd have to go past the Fourth Sister, or go up the stairs in the back to get to the top of the building, and then drop down.
Well, I'll do that then.
Okay, so you're gonna head up the stairs.
Yep.
All right, so you spend your action getting to the stairs and start climbing up the stairs.
Yeah.
That's to Ozic. What is your vigilance? What are your ranks in vigilance?
I have one rank.
All right. Good. No, you don't. So you're up next, Ozic.
Okay, is there any sort of cover or anything I can take in this alleyway? It still keeps me far enough away from Kaizor, but close enough if I need to be, take action.
That's basically where you're
Okay.
at right now. Is you're in cover and able to still see Kaizor and Fourth Sister.
I'm just gonna, have my gun ready and just stay in cover.
Okay. And that'll bring us to Fourth Sister, and okay. So she kind of just starts walking towards you, Kaizor.
Mhm.
And would you do me the trouble of coming with me? I'd rather not lop off your head in this alley. And as she does, she walks towards you, she takes off her helmet, and you see someone that you have not seen in quite some time. You see the face of Ryake Anan, your sister.
What? Oh my god!
So, would you do me this favor, brother?
For you. I looked for you for so long. How are...
Well, you see, when the Grand Inquisitor came, that hive of awful people, he found me. Saw gifts, talents. And where were you, Kaizor? Do you remember where you were the day I disappeared? Or is it all just another habit?
Sorry, I lost you. I was scared. I was a child. You were a child.
Well, that's when the child died, because then on it was pain, agony, hatred, and fear.
To be like this.
Power that we never had before. I'm not.
We didn't need it. We had each other.
What did it get us? Scraps. Begging.
Sure, on the bad days. There were good days too. Like, I think Kaizor's just like so stunned he's completely forgotten about the plan. And he stands up.
So I take it then you won't be coming with me, will you?
I will, but You've known that I was alive? Why didn't you reach out? What did they do to you?
It made me stronger. And she's going to draw her lightsaber and ignite it. And that'll bring us up to Resh.
Go is hold in action.
All right. And with that, let's see. Thanks. All right. So Ari, I am rolling against you. So I would like for you to roll me a check against a E-web blaster blast.
Great.
So that could be a armor. If you have any armor, you can add that in, or you also have your coordination. Yeah.
Just one moment.
Yep.
You said I could roll coordination or.
Yeah. So your coordination, and then if you have any armor, you can add that in as well.
So like my defense.
Yeah.
Your defense score.
Okay. Okay. One and then coordination, which is agility. Okay, so 4. Okay. 2 advantages and 3 successes.
So you get completely lit up with this E-web. That is going to be that's going to be total of 12 to your system shock, to your strain.
Okay.
And then you can take off the top from soak. And for the critical, that's an additional 3 for the strain.
Okay, so 3 in strain and 12 in wounds.
12 in strain, and then another 15 strain.
You got
Okay.
it up.
Total 15 strain.
All right. So I maxed out my strain, and so it goes to wounds.
No, so that means you're stunned because it was a stunned weapon. So you're stunned and down.
Can I use my soak value against?
Yes, yeah, you have to add your soak first. So you took 15 damage, subtract your soak.
Oh, okay. So 13 then.
Yes.
Tell me you're still up.
I'm still up,
Okay.
but barely.
Right, and that'll be the end of Smuggler's turn. So that'll bring us to Kaizor. You notice immediately upon this that you feel an old Mon Calamari phrase come on as you see the E-web that was supposed to take out the fourth sister start firing friends.
Of course, in the great words of all the maritime admirals, that's not wrong. I think there's a lot of like Kaizor, this is an emotional moment, and then this going, Bantha Poodoo right away, just looks at his sister sadly.
Just
Going to
right into
find
her like blistering yellow.
Oh, your eyes used to be green. Pity. And he pulls up his blaster, points it at the lip, and activates his grapnel and gets repelled up.
Alright.
Pickles, pickles, pickles. It's a trap. Everybody out.
And with that, in the next Kaizor, I would like for you to roll for your armor check. So you're against an attack.
I don't have any armor.
So you would go with the coordination then.
Yeah. Yes, I am. It's nothing. 3 successes and an advantage.
You feel a blast hit your back, and at the last minute, all of you all see the fire spray ship come out of nowhere, scoop up Kaizor with the other Mandalorian, scooping him up and bringing him onto the ship as the smuggler and the other bounty hunter, as well as Kaizor, enter the ship and shoot off into the stars. And the fourth sister just taking a glance at all of you all and walking away.